Hello, friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. All right, I don't really know what we're going to do today, so I think a lot of you have been asking just for me to kind of show some of the stuff that's going on around Waco here. So I think we're just going to kind of drive around and see what catches our attention. As you know, yesterday we did a little construction for Nibble on our vlog by installing some shelves in their room. I left a camera running last night in their room all night on time-lapse mode, and actually got a little bit of footage of both the cats checking out the shelves. So I'm going to show you that in a second, but then we'll go on and kind of do whatever we're going to do for the rest of our day today. Hope you enjoy it. So I've been meaning to stop by and show this for a while. I've noticed this the first day I came in. Basically, now you know whatever happens if you park your vehicle on top of a fire hydrant. Yeah, I don't know, this is just kind of an interesting art piece I wanted to look at because it's just a waterfall that they've made out of an old truck. In fact, you can look inside of it. It doesn't even look like there's any, looks like they took the engine out. The whole thing's just hollow, just a shell. I don't know, I wonder how long it's been here and how long it's going to be before it completely dissolves into dust. I gotta admit, that looks like a very authentic Texas bar and grill, don't you think? Have to check that out sometime. So this is another interesting building I saw. It looks like just an old lighthouse that they've turned into a liquor store. I think it won't be a problem doing anything here today because I'm not even sure if they're in business anymore. It looks like maybe it's all dilapidated and all shut down because the sign isn't out front. Looks like they've got some weather potential issues up on the tower up top, but it's really hard to tell because one of the culture shock things I've noticed when I came to Texas is that apparently all the liquor stores shut down on Sundays. So I don't know if they're just closed today or if they're out of business, but I thought the building was kind of interesting, so I'd look at that. Another kind of oddity for me in California is the concept of a drive-through liquor store. I know those are really popular like in the Midwest, but you don't see that in California, so that just kind of strikes me as kind of ironic. By the way, it does look like they're in business. They're just closed today. And this is another perfect example of how out of whack my bearings are. I went down one street just thinking it was a place I'd never gone before, and found this. And when I turned around, I noticed the Dubois furniture over there. That was where I bought the bar stool for my house, or for my apartment here. And that really struck me as odd because I thought I was going in a whole different direction. So this is the Brazos River, which kind of runs the east side of Waco. Kind of a beautiful area. Kind of trying to get out here a little bit between the rain here. It's been raining a little bit today. It's funny, they say 20% chance of rain, and when they say 20% chance of rain in California, that means no, it's not going to rain. But when they say 20% chance of rain here, you know, you never know. Skies are beautiful today, though. You know, one of the things you get in California when you get overcast like that, it generally cools off. It doesn't really do in that here. It's still in the 90s and it's still probably 60-70% humidity. It's just you don't have the sun baking down on you, which is kind of nice today. So I guess this trail going along the river is called Riverwalk. Pretty clever name, huh? And they really embrace Texas. Everywhere you go, you see these stars. Then we got this really nice apartment complex here right along the river with this kind of view. I'm guessing that's probably out of my price range though. You gotta pay extra to have drywall holes filled with something other than caulking compound. This is one of the other things that kind of attracted me to this area, is just the kind of large areas of just undeveloped green. You don't see that in California. Probably more insects in there than anything else, but still, it's beautiful. Massive ancient oak tree that's probably been here for a couple hundred years. Looks like it had maybe a little wind damage, maybe a tornado or strong winds or something took that down. Yep, there's the branch that came down from there. Looks relatively recent, maybe last year or so. So I was just driving by, I saw this, what looks like a really old cemetery out here. Looks like there's like a historical marker out here, so let's see what it is. Dragonflies are out in abundance today. Cobb's Walker Cemetery, family cemetery. Doesn't say no trespassing and the gate's unlocked, so let's go take a look. Mary Smith, born 1857, died 1917. Been gone for almost 100 years. Some of these tombstones here are so worn that you can't even read the dates anymore. Looks like born 1817, died 1899. That's an ancient one. Looks like the top of the headstone came off too over the years. Eleanor, wife of John Cobbs. That's one of the people that the cemetery was named for. Died 1884. And there's John Cobbs himself. Settled in Missouri 1826, in Texas 1853. Died in 1876. Yeah, see, I like old cemeteries like that. Those are cool to look at. That stone's just broken away and is completely gone. As is that one. Almost makes you wonder if they were like a pair, if it was like some sort of arch that connected or something in the middle. Some really beautiful houses around here, including big plots of land. I could be happy here, but I don't know if I could afford some of these places. Check out that one. Beautiful house. Hey, that one's for sale. It's a big, beautiful house, but I don't really like the looks of that one. That one's nice. I love that house. That one's pretty nice too. Well, like I said, this was just a let's drive around and see what we find. And when you see a tank along the side of the road, you know, you got to stop and check it out, right? Because that's just not something you see every day. It's good that they got a tire chalk under there for safety. Don't want that thing rolling away. That'd be really funny seeing that roll down the street, huh? First Squadron, 124th Cavalry Regiment. Texas National Guard. And as I was walking back to my car, I heard that dude. Yeah, I bet you the neighbors love him. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. That was actually kind of fun for me too to see some of the things that are here that I didn't know were even here. So we'll probably do this again some point because it was a lot of fun. I saw some kind of cool stuff today. So that is it for today. I'm actually going to cut this one off a little bit early today because I want to start tomorrow's vlog. I'm actually going to do a cooking vlog. That's right. So get your taste buds ready. And since what I'm going to do is going to take about 36 hours to prepare, I am going to start today so that it's ready for tomorrow. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. Oh, and one more thing. I got final artwork from John Yarbrough, my graphic artist who's doing that Texas Pods Massacre t-shirt that I showed you the other day. So I'm going to put the final image up here so you can see it, and then we're going to send it off to Merch 5 and maybe get a couple copies made before they shut down their operations. But we're one step further from having some real merchandise, so